Here we go. My God.
Dab on him. Dab on him. Dab on him.
Всем привет, друзья, с вами Smoove, и сегодня мы созваниваемся с Джорданом Килгеноном и обсуждаем Данк, первый и второй сезоны. Я взял ваши вопросы из комментариев, а также из Инстаграма и составил из них список, благодаря которому у нас получилась очень интересная беседа. Начинаем. Но для начала я хочу сказать большое спасибо своему партнеру, который поддерживал меня во время карантина. Это компания OneX. Для любителей футбола есть очень хорошие новости. Бундеслига возвращается. 23 мая продолжается этот сезон. А чтобы просмотр матчей был более интересным, мои друзья из OneX, да-да, те, у кого большая линия и высокие коэффициенты, могут принять твой выбор на все возможные матчи и их исходы. Заходи по моим ссылкам под этим роликом и выбирай самые интересные противостояния. А помимо того, там тебя ждут множество крутых акций, киберспортивных событий и других развлечений. Наконец-то, Джордан, мы созвонились. Спасибо тебе за твое время. Я сегодня хочу записать видео специально с вопросами ребят, которые оставляли вот свои вопросы под видео про Данк. Всем очень понравилась эта серия эпизодов, и хотели они послушать твое мнение по поводу нескольких ситуаций, которые там сложились. Как у тебя дела сейчас? Чем ты занимаешься? Как ты тренируешься? И как ты поддерживаешь свою форму?
So I've actually been doing, pretty good. It's unfortunate I can't be traveling and doing shows right now. That's normally what I'd be doing. I'd be going all over the world, but now it's more off season. The winters are normally off season, and now it's also a summer of off season, which is also kind of nice because I get to experience summer here. But for training, I have access to a friend's garage with a bunch of weights and their private basketball court outside. So I have nothing to complain about. I can just keep training away.
So you're in a good situation, right? Most of us are locked in the apartments, and you have goddamn basketball court and the gym.
Exactly. I'm super, super lucky.
Многие люди интересуются вопросом, как вообще тренируются и как должны тренироваться профессиональные данкеры.
Of course, the way I like to go about it is by getting stronger first for, a month or months, depending on how strong you are. And then I do a phase of faster lifts, so like cleans, snatches, that kind of stuff. And then I do a month of more plyometrics and just more jumping. And whenever I'm doing contests, I'm always in that third phase where I'm mostly doing plyometrics, so just straight jumping, plenty of core, plenty of that other stuff. And of course, it's hard to give like just a small amount of tips over an interview without giving like a million things at once. So I hate to do this, but if you guys want free tips, you go to bouncekit.com. You can have my free tips that I give out.
And also you need to work on your dunks. So don't forget the technique of the dunks, right?
Oh, there's this dunk technique. Yeah. No, there's lots of that. That's mostly just getting kind of creative and figuring out ways to practice dunks without actually jumping. So one of my favorite ways is doing wall drills. So wall drill to me is I'll stand in front of a wall and then I'll bounce the ball up to where I would catch it. Then I grab it and let's say I go between the legs, if I want to practice between the legs, or I go behind the back. Then I hit as high as I can on the wall, as if I'm dunking, right? And usually that works better with a weighted ball. So I have a 3-pound basketball that bounces the same. Then of course there's actually just practicing the dunks, going into a 10-foot goal and practicing the dunks over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then also you can study other dunkers who are good at the entertainment part of dunk contests. So like Lepek, study him. What does he do before and after dunks? And do that yourself.
Подписчикам очень понравился Данк, и первый сезон, и второй. Очень много просмотров у меня собирали эти выпуски. И ты был и в первом, и во втором сезоне главным героем. И так сложилось, конечно, что ты не выиграл, но я думаю, что у тебя остались очень хорошие воспоминания. Просто расскажи вкратце, не надо пока что подробностей, свои впечатления об этом телепроекте.
Dunking season 1 was fun. It was more of like a bit more of a debut for me. Like, I was still like kind of in the beginning-ish of my dunking career. So, I was out to kind of improve myself, but I made sure I kind of stuck with dunks I can hit on the first try. I don't know, the whole thing was fun. Then season 2, I don't know. I got in a weird mental state. I was very like the most serious I've ever been in a dunk contest. And even my brothers, it was just hard to talk to me because I was just in the zone the whole time during dunks. I was like super cocky in my head, like, you know, like I'm the best. I'm the this. And during dunk contests, I normally switch it on, but dunking too was like, you know, it was more than one day. So it was a lot to be that cocky and like gross in my head for so long. And then I get to the finals, and of course I want to do a new dunk, and that would have been, if I would have made that would have been the best moment of my life for sure. But I missed instead, so it was the most depressing moment of my life, but which is just as important because I just had to mentally tell myself, like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Was that the right decision? Blah, blah, blah. And eventually you kind of realize that, you know, next time if I want to do a dunk like that, I just got to practice more. But I mean, it was still worth the risk because it would have been the best moment of my life, you know?
И раз ты вспомнил про этот данк, сразу хочу спросить самый интересный вопрос, который был среди списка. Всех интересовал момент, не жалеешь ли ты о своих словах, которые ты сказал в адрес судей?
I regret the way that it came out. I just wasn't, you know, I was pumped up on a bunch of caffeine, full of adrenaline. And plus I'm like, you know, you just have nerves through the roof when you're on a big stage like that. So I don't disagree with anything that I said. But what I said, the way I said it, made it sound like I was saying something that I wasn't. It made it seem like I was just attacking the judges and people thought I was being salty. I was not trying to attack them at all. It was just conversations I had with dunkers previously, like right before, and they understand where I was coming from. And I don't know, it just came out the wrong way, that's all. Like, I regret the way I said it, and I probably should have held off until, like, you know, my nerves would calm down so I could say something properly and just should have said something like nice like every other time. But they also cut out a little bit of what I said to make me look even worse. So I was like, oh, come on, man. Oh, well, that's how it goes.
Ты пообщался потом с судьями, и как-то вы сгладили этот момент после уже окончания шоу?
Yeah, I started talking to them a little bit. And yeah, they seemed to understand everything that was happening. And then my brother was there too, trying to like explain to them what I was trying to say. Because of course that I was still like amped up on adrenaline and stuff. But you know, everything worked out fine. You know, I'm still on good terms with all of them, you know. And they're all friendly to me after and friendly to me still, so it's all good.
Если бы ты вновь оказался в ситуации вот в финале, и снова тебе нужно было забить этот последний данк, ты бы все равно пробовал забить вот этот, как я его называю, кальмар-данк, как угодно его называй, но пробовал ли бы ты что-то другое или все равно хотел бы забить именно этот бросок, чтобы этот день, как ты говорил, стал лучшим в твоей жизни?
Squid dunk. I would just practice more. Like I could have practiced a little bit more. I spent some of my time also trying to like practice some other dunks, and I spent time like, I don't know, I wish I would have just like only focused on that dunk. And I mostly did for like a couple months, but apparently it wasn't enough, you know? I wasn't consistent enough. So if I were to do a dunk king again, I would for sure do a new dunk that nobody's ever seen before, 100%. But I would make sure I practiced a lot more. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So it's actually a tip dunk, right? The upside down dunk, it's a tip dunk. And
yeah, I mean, it's a tip dunk. It could definitely be done better, and I want to do it better. And I wasn't the one that I posted it. I want to do it better than that before I posted it. Because I kept tipping it in instead of dunking it hard. Sometimes I would dunk it hard, but only one hand and not the other hand. Yeah. So I was like, damn. But I had to post it with the tip because I tried it at Dunk King. So I didn't want somebody else to go and then post it before me. So I was like, I have to post it like that with the tip in.
Как ты думаешь, вот какой данк все-таки лучше? Твой данк, вот этот кальмар-данк вверх ногами, так сказать, пальчиками, либо же все-таки из-под ноги через машину от Дюпи?
So yeah, I would definitely prefer mine, but of course that's my opinion. Otherwise I wouldn't have went for something like that. I knew he was going to do that dunk, so yeah.
И вернемся к первому сезону. Ты там участвовал, как ты сказал, еще в начале своей карьеры, а во втором уже был более уверен в себе. Какой из сезонов лично для тебя был лучше по общей атмосфере?
The setup in season 2 was better, for sure, because season 1 was in a smaller place, and the floor was kind of slippery in some places, and the rim was bent like this, so the rim wasn't even 10 feet. It was like, I don't know, how do you think it was, like 9, 10 and a half or something like that. And then the rim in the finals, or in the Dunk King 2 was, you know, actually legit. The floor was kind of slippery in Dunk King 2. I forgot about that too. But yeah, I know the whole setup for that one was better, I guess. The first one was more fun for me, I guess, because I wasn't in a very like cocky like mindset like the whole time. You know, I was trying to be like in the zone like that, like a little like Kobe or Michael mentality. But that's so hard on the system. But I guess I would like the Dunking 2 better because I learned a lot more from it, you know. Dunking 1, I just did all my dunks, and all my dunks I do in contests all the time, which is like boring to me. Yeah. Season 2, I went after a new dunk, and I also did all my dunks like really good. My car dunk was the best one I did. The 360 scoop was the best I did. The windmill elbow or somebody was the best one I did. You know, all my dunks were like the best I've ever done them, and I went for something crazy, and I missed, which made me sad, which I learned a lot from.
И думаешь ли ты на самом деле, что не должны быть такие судьи в данк-контестах, как Шак, Чарльз Баркли, которые сами не забивали? Вот ты говоришь, что хорошо было бы иметь вот только экс-профессиональных данкеров, но если бы у нас были Винс Картер, Майкл Джордан, вот такие ребята, тебя бы это устроило?
Nah, I'd be satisfied with like James White, Arrow there, a T-Dub, or even better would be people like you know, a lot more modern day dunkers who are able to do a lot of the new stuff. Because even some of the old school dunkers don't quite understand how hard some dunks are because they've never even tried them, right? Like Arab there's not even done it behind the back. Tito's not even done it behind the back. So how do they know how to judge it properly? So I think you would know a lot. There's even some low rim dunkers I would put ahead because they can do all of them. They know how to do all of them and they understand all of them. But the one thing too is you brought up different judges than the ones that were at Dunking. I'm not even mad about the way that they judged Dunking. Maybe the way that they judged the finals of Dunking 1, but in Dunking 2, I'm not really. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't when I was saying just celebrity judges. As soon as I said that, I was like, oh, they think I'm talking about them. I'm like, I don't mean to. I wasn't talking about them. They did a good job. I was talking about, you know, like the first time I did my Scorpion in a dunk contest, I got like 9s and like I think I got an 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I did like 3 new dunks never done before in a contest, like all dunks I invented. And then, not never done before, but all dunks I invented. And then I got like, you know, I didn't even make the past the first round.
Yeah, it was Qatar, FIBA 3-on-3.
In Qatar, yeah. So some of the judges don't know anything about basketball. So that's who I was talking about. I wasn't talking about Shaq or Charles Barkley or anything like that. So as soon as I said it, I was like, no. Then I hear everybody go, ooh, I'm like, damn it.
И напоминаю, что по моему промокоду Smoove вы получаете бонусом до $100. Ссылочки, как я говорил, в закрепленном комментарии. Считаешь ли ты, что в первом сезоне тебя засудили?
I mean, I'm obviously biased, but I think so. But I knew those, like, I get why Porter won, obviously. I don't get why I got 3rd place. I'm like, I should have got at least 2nd place over a windmill, over like a baby windmill over a person on fire. That drives me crazy. But it just goes to show that dunking, to me, show me, okay, dunking is still entertainment. It's not a sport. I was like, and I don't like that, obviously. But 2nd place, I would have been happier. 1st place, I get why I didn't win. You know, it's a 5'5" guy jumping over a freaking Shaq. So even if you do the same dunk, like whatever, throughout the whole contest, it's still, the world's never seen something like that before. So I get it. I think I should have won, but I get it. I understand it for sure.
Кого ты считал своим главным соперником на втором данкинге? Tell it how it is, man. Nobody, right?
I don't know. I never even really thought about it because I wasn't even thinking about the dunkers I was going up against.
Yeah.
because I was only thinking about what dunks I want to do. You know, I was like thinking about what dunks I want to do, and I was rehearsing it in my head over and over and over and over again. So I just have to see first round. Okay, I just gotta make dunks to make the second round. I don't have to do my best dunks ever. And then I had a round where I did 2 dunks versus the last place person.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I wasn't competing against. I mean, I was competing against him, but I did a dunk, and then I think he missed a dunk, and then I just had to do like a regular dunk or whatever. I did a dunk over a car instead. But then finals Guy again. With Guy, I was going after my new dunk, so I wasn't really thinking about who am I going up against at all. Like I barely remember what everybody else is doing, so I didn't really care. I was just going think about what dunks do I have to do them well, and that's it.
Что думаешь по поводу предложения Ги своей девушке?
I don't know, man. There's not much I can say. I don't know how Guy is in his relationship. I know they're not together anymore, so I don't know. It's hard for me to say anything, man. It's hard for me to say anything because I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
But let's say,
what's your opinion?
My opinion, I mean, it was a very smart move. It was
super smart. Yeah.
It was the best move of the whole dedication round. I mean, the best one, but we all know that they are not together anymore. And, you know, to play with the emotions of the other human being, it's not in my rules, but if he wanted to win the show, he did the right way.
I don't think Guy gives a but yeah, I mean, Guy does what he has to do to win.
And he did it. Вы выступали на Данкинге вместе с братом, и там была ваша мама. Скажи, пожалуйста, ее реакцию на ваше выступление, на данк через машину, и, в принципе, вот как она себя чувствовала, когда видела 2 своих сыновей на таком вот большом ивенте.
Man, again, it's hard for me to explain anything because I was such in a like disgusting zone the whole time. But I mean, my mom was always very supportive, and you know, the fact that she decided to fly herself out, and you know, my stepdad Johnny too, they all like came out to support me. They even flew out to another dunk contest I did before, and so you know, they're always there to support whenever they can.
She was scared when you jumped over a car, right?
Yeah, she was terrified because she knows I got knocked out before trying it, so.
Как ты думаешь, повлиял ли на твою репутацию тот факт, что ты не смог победить ни в Данкинге, ни в первом, ни во втором сезоне, и в Данк-лиге тоже?
Well, you're talking to a guy who publicly like said he doesn't care about contests and got a lot of shit for it. So, I mean, obviously, they're not my biggest concern. Did it hurt my reputation for being the best? Yeah, big time. Big time. Because not necessarily from like the people, but by the professional dunkers. You know, all the other guys who do win those contests love to hold it in my face, love to like go against, tell everybody else how I've lost like the big contests, stuff like that. Which, you know, I mean, I think it's silly just because if you look at the contests, Dunk League, yeah, I just straight up lost. You know, that some people say like I should have won those rounds against Staples, and no, that's BS. I lost that. It was a very hard contest though because it's like day after day, but we're all doing day after day. So, dunking too. I mean, the judges even told me if I would have done anything, I would have won. I would have won. They came out, they're like, dude, you could have just done, why don't you do the crown one? Why don't you do this one or this one? It's like, we would have given it to you. And we're like, and then Dunk King 1, I think most dunkers, because they're dunkers, they understand how it works. Most of them think that I should have won Dunk King 1. So I had Dunk King 1 and 2 kind of not in the bag, but they decide to not look at that, right? So the other pro dunkers, they want to be known as the best. So like, oh, we won contest. He hasn't won the biggest contest, so he's not the best, you know? Which, you know, I understand. Whenever you're how do I say that? Whenever you're good at something and somebody else isn't doing that, then like, you're gonna hold on to that, right? You're gonna make that what it's all about kind of thing, you know? So I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think that being the best, it's somewhere in the middle between winning contests and creating new stuff, doing the best dunks in the world, but like somewhere in between. Like like you did in the 2015, 16 and later years when you went from a YouTube dunker, let's say like that, whatever, straight on a dunk contest and show that you're not a YouTube dunker. That not at all. Like you can do all these dunks in a real life contest. Yeah, so I think it's really in the middle, and just my opinion that you won a lot of big dunk contests like Shut Up and Play, Get the Games. So
people forget about those though.
Yeah, it's equal. I mean, dunking is just a really big stage, but I would say for me, it was one of the worst dunk contests in terms of how they organized it, right? So it's not for dunk, it's for TV. I mean, it's for it's not. I remember it was terrible for me to wait. Like, I waited literally 10 hours before my first dunk. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, and then they tell you to warm up. Like, hey, you're going on 5 minutes. Hurry up, warm up. So you're trying to warm up really fast, and all of a sudden, like, it's like 2 hours later, and like, hey, actually, we're gonna take a break now. And we're like, what the man? And it's just like. So whenever they kept telling me to warm up, they came out and told me like, I don't know, like 6 times for one dunk to like warm up. Okay, you gotta start warming up. You gotta start warming up. I'm like, nope, absolutely not. And they're like, hey, because second season they knew who I was now. I had more control over like telling the directors I'm gonna do what I want, and you guys will. So whenever they're like, hey, you're going on right now, I'm like, okay, no, give me 2 minutes to warm up, and so they make everybody wait. I don't care. Yeah, I'm there to win. So. But yeah, in terms of winning dunk contests, where I think, like to me, I wasn't really trying to be necessarily the best dunker in the world. I guess I was more trying to be the best me in the sense of like I like creating dunks. I like inventing new dunks. I like doing the best dunks ever. You know, that's what I like to do. The coolest dunks ever. That was my only focus. You know, and I think I'm. You know, pretty good at that. I just doing like some really good dunks and inventing them. So dunk contest was just secondary. I don't really care. But when people say it's the best dunkers in the world also win dunk contests, I understand it, but it's just not where my priority is. But for the future, I think I'm gonna start putting more focus on dunk contests just to shut everybody up.
Yeah, but it's fun too. I mean, winning contests is fun.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, it's super fun. But like I said, it's not that I don't care about them. Like I show up and I try my best and I try to win. But yeah, I just care about inventing dunks more. That's all.
Если бы был третий сезон Данкинга, например, в следующем году, в 21-м, какая бы четверка данкеров могла бы быть в финале?
Guy would probably train more. Guy's still surprisingly freaking. Like I think he turned like 33 or something, and he's still, you know, he's still got it. He can get away with all the same dunks. He's still got the technique. He still do between the legs of a car. I want to say Jay Clark, but I'm not so sure now because you know he had surgery and like his dunk. He never picks good dunk contest dunks. He could win a lot, but he has a hard time picking like the right dunks. Hopefully Jordan Sutherland. I love Jordan Sutherland. I think he does really cool dunks. Sometimes he ends up missing, you know, some of his dunks, but for the most part, he's got, you know, he's doing straight amazing stuff with no double-ups, just doing freaking under both tomahawks over people.
Isaiah?
Maybe Isaiah. I mean, the thing with Isaiah, he's a question mark right now because we haven't seen him in a dunk contest. Like he'll probably jump super high by then, but will he be picking the right dunk contest dunks? You know, when he was doing the FIBA dunk contest, he was doing good dunks, but they're not like the top 3 in the world kind of thing, you know. But I think he could. There's a good chance Isaiah would be in there. Very good chance. Who was it that I was just thinking of? Oh, Staples. Staples might Although it doesn't seem like he's jumping the same right now, but I'm sure if he just like works on it if he finds out it's next year, works on it for a year, he'll show up, do 360 under both, obviously 360 between the legs like a layup, which is crazy that he missed at Dunk King. Because when the pressure's on with Staples, he can show out. He'll do dunks over cars. He'll do whatever. It's hard to tell right now because there's no dunk contest. There's no nothing. So I don't know who's still good or not.
Yeah.
Even Leapek, I don't know how Leapek is doing. I don't know how he's jumping. Maybe most people don't even know how I'm jumping right now. I don't even really know. I don't even have a gym, so I can't really do a full run up. I don't know. Hopefully Chase. Hopefully my brother.
Спасибо большое, что ответил на все вопросы, которые задавали ребята. Парни, спасибо большое, что вы их написали мне. Я выбрал самые такие интересные, чтобы составить их по порядку, чтобы можно было пообщаться с Джорданом. Я благодарен всем, кто смотрел Данк Кинг, второй сезон, первый, и благодарен в первую очередь Джордану за то, что он согласился с нами сегодня пообщаться.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Always good to talk to you.
Спасибо, что досмотрели до конца. У нас получился довольно интересный разговор с Джорданом. Если вам понравился такой формат общения, обязательно дайте мне знать об этом в комментариях. Я созвонюсь с другими участниками, я уже с ними договорился, поэтому все зависит от вас. Если вам интересно, то я обязательно это сделаю, и будет еще несколько выпусков, таких вот, где я буду общаться, возможно, в одном видео сразу с несколькими ребятами. С Липиком я уже пообщался, и с другими парнями договорился наперед. Поэтому жду от вас обратной связи. Еще раз спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся совсем скоро. До встречи.